Calculating angles. Find the acute angle with the tangents below, correct to one decimal place. Question A, 0.1234. We need to find tan inverse of 0.1234. To do that, using the calculator, tap Shift tan, which will be tan inverse, and the value in the question 0.1234 equal to, it will be 7.034 and so on. So the angle is 7 degrees. For question B, we need to find tan inverse of 5. So Shift tan in the calculator, and then 5 equal to, we will get the value as 78.7 degrees. The third question, we need to find tan inverse of 2.765. So Shift tan 2.765 equal to, the angle will be 70.1 degrees. Calculate, correct to one decimal place, the lettered angles. We need to find angle A from the figure. We can use tan ratio. So tan of A is equal to opposite side of A over adjacent side of A. That is equal to 3 over 4, which is equal to 0.75. So A is equal to tan inverse of 0.75, and using the calculator, it will be equal to 36.9 degrees. In question B, we need to find angle B. So we use the tan ratio. Tan of B is equal to opposite side of B over adjacent side of angle B, which is equal to 12 over 5, which is equal to 2.4. Now we need to find B. So B will be equal to tan inverse of 2.4, and using the calculator, it will be equal to 67.4 degrees. In this question, we need to find angle C and angle D. First, let's find angle C. To find angle C, we use tan ratio. Tan of C is equal to opposite of C over adjacent of C, which is equal to 24 over 7. So C will be equal to tan inverse of 24 over 7. Using the calculator, it will be equal to 73.7 degrees. And we need to find D. We know that the sum of three angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So to find D, 180 minus the right angle 90 degrees and minus angle C. So D is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees plus 73.7, which is equal to 16.3 degrees. Sine and cosine ratios. Sine of angle A is defined as opposite of A over hypotenuse, and cosine of A is equal to adjacent side of angle A over hypotenuse. Find the length of the sides lettered in each of the following diagrams. We need to find the length of side X. Here, opposite side of 55 degrees is X and hypotenuse is 11 centimeters. We can use the sine ratio. Sine 55 degrees is equal to opposite of 55 degrees over hypotenuse, which is equal to x over 11, multiply with 11 on both sides. X will be equal to 11 times sine 55 degrees. Using the calculator, it will be equal to 9 centimeters. In this question, we need to find the length of P. So adjacent side of 32 degrees is 13.2 centimeters. Hypotenuse is P. So we can use the cosine ratio. Cosine of 32 degrees is equal to adjacent of 32 degrees over the hypotenuse. So it is equal to 13.2 over P. Multiply with P on both sides. P times cos 32 is equal to 13.2. Now divide with cos 32 degrees on both sides to find the value of P. P is equal to 13.2 over cos 32 degrees. Using the calculator, the value will be 15.6 centimeters. In this question, we need to find length of H. So opposite of 50 degrees is H centimeters. Adjacent side of 50 degrees is 35.2 centimeters. We can use tan ratio. So tan 50 degrees is equal to opposite of 50 degrees over adjacent of 50 degrees, which is equal to H over 35.2. Multiply with 35.2 on both sides to find H. So H equal to 35.2 times sine 50 degrees. Using the calculator, it will be equal to 41.9 centimeters. Find the size of the laddered angles in each of the following diagrams. We need to find angle X. Opposite and hypotenuse are given. Opposite of X is 8 centimeters and hypotenuse is 12 centimeters. We can use sine ratio. Sine of X is equal to opposite of X over hypotenuse, which is equal to 8 over 12. To find X, X is equal to sine inverse of 8 over 12. Using the calculator, we can find its value as 41.8 degrees. Here we need to find angle Y. The adjacent side and hypotenuse are given. Adjacent side of Y is 31.4 meters. Hypotenuse is 63.2 meters. We can use cosine ratio. Cosine of Y is equal to adjacent of Y over hypotenuse, which is equal to 31.4 over 63.2. So Y is equal to cosine inverse of 31.4 over 63.2. Using the calculator, it will be equal to 60.2 degrees. A ladder 4.8 meters long leans against a vertical wall with its foot on horizontal ground. The ladder makes an angle of 70 degrees with the ground. How far up the wall does the ladder reach? We need to find the length of AB in question A. Opposite of 70 degrees is equal to AB and hypotenuse is 4.8 meters. So using the sine ratio, sine of 70 degrees is equal to opposite of 70 degrees over hypotenuse, which is equal to AB over 4.8. Multiply with 4.8 on both sides to find AB. So AB is equal to 4.8 times sine 70 degrees. Using the calculator, it is 4.5 meters. And question B is, how far is the foot of the ladder from the wall? That means we need to find the length of BC. So adjacent side of 70 degrees is equal to BC. Hypotenuse is equal to 4.8 meters. We can use the cosine ratio. cosine of 70 degrees is equal to adjacent of 70 degrees or hypotenuse, which is equal to BC over 4.8 degrees. So BC over 4.8. To find BC, we need to multiply with 4.8 on both sides. So BC is equal to 4.8 times cos 70 degrees. Using the calculator, its value will be 1.64 meters. The foot of the ladder is 1.64 meters from the wall.